Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. I'm just going to wait for others to join us and then we shall get started. We shall get started. Let others join us. And please like and share as they come in. Okay. So I'm just going to wait for others to join us. All right. And let me just play some music background. So I'm waiting for others to join us, and I guess I'm just going to get started. So, hello everybody, happy Saturday. So, we all know a lot has been going on in regards to this justice for Mohbad, which has now been turned to justice for Naira Marley. And I guess I have had my own fair share of me hearing my thoughts out there. And I think the last video that I made actually upset some rats because they came to drop their droppings. And in as much as I've got a lot to say, I'm just going to reserve all I've got to say because at the end of the day, VDM coming out here to do all he's currently doing is never going to bring Mohbad back. He's asserted a lot of things since in the past few days since this revelation of an alleged WhatsApp group, or he came out to say his arrest was planned from the WhatsApp group. They planned this, they planned that some people are evil, some people are that, some people are this, some people are that. He came out to say a lot of things. So this live stream, guys, it's not really for me to come and hear my views. I've saved a couple of videos that has come out in a way to always counter him. So there's been people who have come out bringing videos of what is said prior to when this case of Mohbad started. All the things he has said, how he said, oh, the Marlian should be jailed, no matter maybe they are innocent or not. It's just like the things that people are doing right now is a case of internet never forgets. One of those things was that there was a time he was in Lagos. We were like, oh, look at the hotel that OBO booked for me. Whoop, whoop. It was like that. Only for him to come out a few days ago to say, actually, when I was in Lagos, that hotel was not booked by OBU. I paid for my hotel. And people were like, hold on. Hello, Abby, welcome. People were like, hold on. What do you mean you paid for the hotel? You told us in a video this afternoon. You are trying to confuse me here, Abby. So people of netizen brought the video of, hold on, you told us OBO paid for that hotel. And there was another video of when he was eating like 12,000 naira for this food. So it's as if he's got two mouths. And obviously it's making people believe the more that it was allegedly paid. Because like I said a few days ago, I saw like an advert or something that Naira Marley has a show sometimes in August. So, and I said in the last video I dropped in regards to this case that come at the end of the day, all of this shalaye that Verydarkman has been done. In my own opinion, I believe Verydarkman was paid allegedly. And he's like, in fact, I saw a post on his page, was it yesterday, that he says he owns the internet. Verydarkman claims that he owns the internet. So him saying this thing, and a few days ago, he's saying that, oh, all the bloggers, all of them joined together, that their analytics cannot be compared to his so that they can't bring him down. So all of these talks from him, to what me thinking about these things that he's saying, goes on to show that he was clearly paid, allegedly. Because if there is nothing for you in it, you will not be putting all of this energy. And also, I also said in my last video that I made regarding this case that if you know the money, if you know you're not for the money, if you know you're not doing this for the money, you are uploading all of this series of you interviewing people, you are uploading it on your Facebook page, your YouTube page, and there are adverts on those videos. So if it is not about the money, turn off the monetization. Let us just watch it the way we are watching it on Instagram with no advert. That is when I'll believe that you don't actually, you're not doing it for the money. You've done like how many series now of you interviewing people, all those things you've done it, and all of those videos have monetization with them too. So you're selling it for the money. And if you're actually doing it as an upright man, I would imagine that any money you derive from monetization on YouTube should go to the past song, right? But you've not done that. So guys, like I said, I'm not here to start saying before all of the rat kingdom, all the members of the rat kingdom before they come for me. So, like I said, I've got a compilation of videos that are just there on Instagram. I've just saved them. Some of them, they are going to be, it's just all over the place, okay? Anytime Verydarkman says something, there's particularly two people. There's a guy and there's a lady. In fact, a few people. So, you guys are going to listen to their videos. I'm going to play soft music in the background because I'm using their product. Hello, everyone. Welcome back a video to my channel. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also. That's a video that I've just uploaded, that I've just edited. So let me start with those videos on Instagram while I do other things in the back. I'm going to play a soft music in the back as well. So let me share my screen. And guys, as you watch, please leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Because like I said, it's enough that this guy just have to stop. So from my screen here, you can see that I've got a compilation of I don't know how many more videos. There's even more. So yeah, this first one I'm starting with is from Kuti Juice. Kuti Juice says that if anybody in that infamous WhatsApp group chat screen record. So obviously this is as a result of the fact that Verydarkman like, okay, if any of you in that group chat knows that group chat you cannot plan what you are not supposed to plan, make una screen record them or scroll them. If not, it's going to keep exposing whatever is on that group chat. So people like, come, if anybody in that infamous WhatsApp group chat screen record that chat and post on like that person is a big coward with no single sense. I agree with her. Why should he be sitting in front of a shoe rack? He now has a new shoe rack. Oh, it's different from the old shoe rack that he used to have. Guy don't upgrade his shoe rack. Why should he be sitting in front of a shoe rack and be ordering people around? As who? President or who? Exactly. Rattel or whatever you call yourself. Answer that question. Olorun, now safe finish. They bring all this nonsense. Exactly. So from Kuti Juice right up there, she said the only way I will not talk about. So apparently, this is Kuti Juice quoting Verydarkman. In quotes, the only way I will not talk about this WhatsApp group chat is if one of them should record the whole chat and post. Why? You told us you paid over 20 million naira to get access to this group chat. You already have everything. Would it not be great if you now take all the place that you were the one that posted it? Go on, post it now. So you pay 20 million naira. Post it. Because there's no way you pay 20 million naira for something and then you're now asking the people in that group that if they want you to stop talking about that you're now asking them to now record everything. He was like, even including the voice messages. So if you delete anything, I will know. And that according to him, that group chat, he has already sent it to about maybe 10 phones across the world. Obviously, maybe he has other people. He shared those videos, he shared the WhatsApp, whatever it is with them. So in case maybe it gets picked up and they decide to use it on the phone, he said he's already shared everything in that WhatsApp group with other people, like 10 people all over the world. So now, Verydarkman, they're now telling you, like, really? So this person constantly Naira Marley. So now you and your people think you are mini gods that grown adults should be taking instructions from una. Who they deceive you? Well, now they buy this audacity from. The good thing about WhatsApp is that each text clearly shows the details of the person who sent the text exactly. So my dear, if there's anything incriminating or evidence that links to who by Mohbad, carry the chat to the police or cuties. Is that not exactly? Like I said, if that WhatsApp group actually showcase or points or shows that this is what actually by Mohbad, take it to the police. I know in a way somebody came out to say that somebody sent him a message alleging that message was allegedly reviewed or they were able to get that chat from K-Solo's phone allegedly because the police arrested K-Solo at some point and that person asserted that it was allegedly police officer that released that WhatsApp group message to Verydarkman. But I don't know who to believe because Verydarkman said he paid 20 million for that video. For that WhatsApp group. So let's continue. So that's that there, and let's go to the videos one after the other. I don't know why this video is not playing.
The reason why
so this guy is a weapon fashioned against Verydarkman because everything that Verydarkman has been saying, this guy has been bringing proof left and right. He has been bringing proof left and right. So let's start with this one, okay?
Why today now? Because I'm coming very clean. 3 brand new lies of Verydarkman.
It's 20
Brand new.
million.
Why I call them brand new is because all these lies, what I want to bring out now, my chassis. In launch these 3 lies, July 2025. I know they talk of old lies. This one a batch 1 of 2025 July lie. Now, these 3 lies I want to bring come out now. Eh?
Welcome, everybody.
Anybody will go fit counter these lies. Pure lies. I go tell you now the lies with proof. I go tell you now why in they lie. And anybody for this social media space within the next 48 hours, we go fit present facts and figures and proofs to counter this lie I want to bring come out right now. For the month of August throughout, I will log out of all my social media platforms, all my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I will log out. And when I come back by 1st of September, I will do 10 videos to honor that person who go counter my lie. 10 videos. I will disappear for social media for you. Why they do this thing? Because we've resisted in lie too much. Lie existed for the night, but truth comes in the morning. Lie number 1. Video said that he spent 20 million naira to get access to that closed WhatsApp group. That WhatsApp group now, Iyabojo, Tonto Dike, Sam Clev, Giga, all of them say that 20 million naira in use to get that information. It's still on his channel. And that one a very, very pure lie. How did he get that information? He got that information because some time ago, Oba Kesolo went on a television station to say that Naira Marley has a hand in the RIP of Mohbad. He was saying it. So Naira Marley filed a petition. Oba Kesolo was arrested. FCID Abuja. Of course, when they arrest you, they investigate you, collect your phone. Just like when EFCC and DSS arrest VDM, they collect in phone, begin searching phone. They collect Oba Kesolo phone, can't search Oba Kesolo phone. Now for that, they foresee that WhatsApp conversation. Now, my concern is, how did it get to the hand of VDM? That's my concern. How did it get to the hand of VDM? Could it be that them from FCID?
So this was before he did that video saying that he paid 20 million naira, okay?
Sent it to Naira Marley, and then Naira Marley sent it to VDM. Well, the summary of it that VDM did not spend 20 million to get anything. Did he spend 20 million to get screenshots? Because what he has is screenshots. He has been intelligently pushing Sam Clef, intelligently pushing Jigal, intelligently pushing Iyabojo to produce screenshot of everything from beginning to end. Reason he no get the conversation from beginning to end. No only screenshot, now they call.
Let me quickly read some of your comments. Welcome everybody. Welcome Clara. Welcome Sinead. Do you want me to give you a bucket to cry? Because today I ready for all of you now rats. When you now come, I'm ready to give all of you otapia, okay? Otapia, Sinead, I go send you a portion, okay? So Clara said no be only 20 million. It's the fact that he thinks everyone's as dumb as his rat. Exactly. Sam Lyric said Dr. Paul Ezike. You know what? I am sleeping on his page. There's another guy we're going to be watching as well. Abby said, I'm just happy people are beginning to see video. Exactly. Before, people were keeping quiet. Like, come, if you know your heart is clean, if you know you've not done anything that somebody will now bring and you'll be shaking, why should you fall at his feet? Why should you be begging at his feet? And so I was mad at the fact that even Iyabojo came out. Yes, we all discussed that even Iyabojo even did that write-up. Even the recent interview on that free page where Iyabojo's partner was there trying to, you know what, there was no need for all of that. It's somebody accusing you of something, and you know you be in that group chat, you already said, in the beginning, Iyabojo has always cited that there's something for going on for Mohbad. So if you were not included in that group, it was for a reason. You are not parties, they don't know you. So you now bring, which is that is brown singlets, which is Shurak, which is upgraded Shurak behind him. And the way it goes on, talking as if he knows everything. Like, come on. Yes, so Jigan lost a collaboration. He's meant to like maybe be an influencer for his particular hotel. It's lost that they are starting to take food out of people. But then all of these rattles, some of them, they are not even able to afford 3 square meals a day. And I'm sure it's because of the 1 million naira that the rat president is giving them that's making some of them lose their mind. But no, guys, let's carry on. Like I said, I don't want to interject much. I just want us to watch all of these videos because these videos are actually making sense.
So that is number 1 lie. Number 2 lie when you don't talk, we say that WhatsApp group, saying for there they plan his arrest. That was 2023. That's a fat lie. So now for that group, until they plan their arrest, because in same they begin go towards DNA for Wumi. So now for there they come begin. The video still in channels. So now for there they come begin plan to arrest him. So now for there, now the thing is, he wanted to make Nigerians to start disliking all those that are in the group. That's one of the reasons, to start disliking everybody in the group. But the truth is that maybe for that group they plan your arrest. Vidian was arrested in 2024. Listen to this from channels at the com. Channels at the com.
In the meantime, the police have rearranged social media influencer Martin Osei, known as Verydarkman (VDM), before the Federal High Court in Abuja over allegations of cyberbullying actresses Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, and producer Samuel Samclef Ogwochuba. He was rearranged on a 5-count charge bordering on cyber stalking and the alleged dissemination of offensive content through his social media platforms. He, however, pleaded not guilty.
Now, May 2024, he was rearranged. When was the first time he was arraigned? Towards March 2024. He was arraigned based on cyberbullying, defamation, libeling, and some bad allegations.
Yes.
Where they bring towards him. And now the things we talk on social media channels. That was after they went to court. He pleaded not guilty. They go court. From court, they remand for Kuje prison that time when he spent almost 1 month. Where the good news is that Paul Ezik also came to demand for his freedom, let them free him. This was Easter 2024. May 2024, he was still rearranged again. Now, these are some of the count charges. Make I tell you now why he was arrested. Not because he demanded for DNA of Wunmi. If he demanded for DNA of Wunmi, it should be the family of Wunmi that will arrest him now.
Exactly.
I heard that the mother of Wunmi is a police officer. Mohbad Papa Day. Mohbad family day. No be Yabojo and Tonto Dike and Sam Clef go come begin arrest VDM because he asked for Wunmi DNA.
Can you imagine?
They arrested him. They took him to court because he defamed them. Look at the count one. On count one, VDM was alleged to have on or about 13th of October 2023 intentionally published via a video posted on his Instagram handle, Verydarkman, threatening and bullying words to Samuel Ogwochuba, that is Sam Clef. On count two, the prosecution accused him of intentionally posting on September 29, 2023, videos on his Instagram handle containing information said to be
grossly offensive, pornographic, or of an indecent, obscene, or menacing character against Iyabo Ojo.
At that time, he go talk to Iyabo.
Now, you guys listen, let me read your comments. So, Sam Lyric said, who on earth will be SU, like that to screen record their group chat to you, the chat you once claimed to get? Exactly, that is claimed to spend 20 million naira to get, and some Mumura teller also. Honestly, those ones, it is a 1 million naira that he wants to give them, that they're all about the giveaway. That's what they're all about. Because I don't understand how some grown-ass adults cannot think for themselves. You allow a 30-something-year-old boy who, I don't even know how to clarify him. I don't even know how to describe him. He came out of nowhere and he's now beating his chest, which is undersized singlets. Now, like, come on. What is it that is actually doing to these people that is actually making them? And like, you know what actually changed my mind towards him finally was the fact that some of the people who are following him are now going after people who disagree with him. They are threatening people with buying them. There was a video I did, which was the last one I did. We were like, so if you don't agree with Verydarkman, all of his rats will now come into your DM and be threatening to buy you. Like, what the fuck? Like, who is he? Who is he? Because in an advanced world, he will be languishing in jail right now. But yes, Nigeria is just allowing everybody to run mad. Let's keep listening to Dr. Paul. Guys, please like us, comment. I really appreciate it.
Bojo and his daughter, they knock Naira Marley. Now don't forget Naira Marley. Now what did make them arrest him that time? Nothing concerned with me for inside this one. So in the video, he was alleged to have stated that one Iyabojo is having an indecent sexual relationship with his daughter. That time when he talks to Iyabojo and Priscilla said they didn't knock Naira Marley. That time saying here say Naira Marley in the knock Pikin and Mama. That time I make them arrest him. Exactly. The charges were alleged that VDM on the 19th of January 2024 knowingly posted videos on his Instagram handles where he falsely published that King Tonto Dike is accused of criminal conversion of the proceeds of crowdfunding for justice for Mohbad and being the person behind his lover. What you concern Tonto Dike for inside? He say Tonto Dike diverts the money where they gather for Mohbad. I said that Tonto Dike get this lover. That was what made them. to file a lawsuit against VDM. So that's lie number 2. They did not file a lawsuit against VDM because of what he said about Wunmi. Final lie number 3, that VDM said they have evidence. The first video he made, he's just taking Nigerians through a cruise of content creation. He said that the evidence in the group chat will show us who pied Mohbad and what happened to Mohbad.
Okay.
And what he's just showing us is screenshot, bit by bit. He has not yet shown anything to show that what is there will show who pied Mohbad. Now he now pushed it emotionally to the angle of Nosfeishayo, that they want to pin it on Nosfeishayo. They're not pinning it on Nosfeishayo. If somebody injects Nosfeishayo, she pleaded guilty in court. When she talked for court, for Corona, for Ikorodu, she said it herself that she injected Mohbad. Auxiliary nurse. It was not in her jurisdiction to do that. That is why they're trying to prosecute her. Maybe then they try push and go Nosfeishayo. Now, everything he has been trying to do in that WhatsApp group, in his videos, is trying to turn Nigerians against those in the WhatsApp group and trying to clean up Naira Marley and trying to personal vendetta that he has with members of that WhatsApp group.
Exactly.
So these are the 3 fresh lies of Very Dark Black Man. Now, the reason why he's doing all this is to make Nigerians to start disliking some people.
True.
Thinking that those people are against justice for Mohbad. No, that those people, they are against justice for Mohbad. That they open a WhatsApp group. Instead of fighting for justice for Mohbad, they are trying to put him in prison. Man, are you serious? All this why? Now those people that do, now then they go police station, now then go mortuary, now then go commissioner of police, now then they go Corona, now then they go places. Video them behind camera, they do interview. So these are the 3 beautiful lies of Very Dark Black Man. And like I said, whoever can counter this lie with facts, like I prove to you now, I will leave the month of August. I will leave social media for you. When I come back by September 1st, from September 1st to September 10th, I will be doing videos to honor that particular person. Lies done too much. My job is just to tell people the truth. We cannot keep on feeding people lies because he thinks he now has a fan base. He will now come to turn people around and to make it look like people in the WhatsApp group, they are not interested in justice for Mohbad. They are not. He has not been able to bring one proof yet on what bad Mohbad, which was something he promised from the beginning. Exactly. So just creating content and leading people along. And of course, people are moving along. I know very well.
So let's move on to the next one. Like I said, guys, I've got a lot.
Everybody, right now,
see this guy. This guy is another one, guys. You need to go and follow him on Instagram. This guy, he has been going back to back. Like, you need to go and follow him. So his name is Mario Comedian. Part 1. He's analyzing the first whatever it is that Very Dark Man does. So it says that part 1 on the WhatsApp group, Very Dark Man has been paid to frame, and the real reason it was created.
I'm going to talk about the group chat. Obviously, the group chat now don't the trend. Past seeking justice for Mohbad. Thank you very, very much, Very Dark Man. Your mission don't get accomplished. At least knowing about WhatsApp group, knowing that there's a WhatsApp group is now more important. Seeking justice for Mohbad. How dumb can that be? But then it's,
you know what, the thing that drags me to this guy is the fact that he's speaking English, he's speaking Yoruba, he's speaking Igbo, he's speaking Hausa. Like, man, you guys need to give it up for this guy, okay? That's the thing that keeps dragging me to his page, and he's been speaking sense.
Fine. I'm going to explain to you guys why the WhatsApp group is in existence. First of all, yes, now we all admit there's a group chat, true. There's a WhatsApp group, true. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about the aim of the group. Before I go into the aim of the group, I would like to announce that during that time when Mohbad, by everybody, Papa, Mama, pastors, Imam, Babalawo, everybody was concerned.
Yeah.
Everybody showed concern. This I don't be saying I know Mohbad, I don't know him. Record label, no record label. He smoke, you know they smoke. Everybody showed concern because videos were flying up and down how he was bullied, and he don't announce him before he might say something has been happening, and because like people don't really pay attention. So most people felt guilty.
Yeah.
People like say, this guy said this thing, and we turn a blind eye on it. So people they guilty. Some people they talk out of pain. Some people they talk based on father, based on mother. Everybody as at that time. In fact, let me tell you, Nigerian youth, everybody, for the first time, they united on top of this particular Mohbad case. Everybody was doing what they can. Now, let me now say this. As everybody is doing everything they do, people come together. Even you, Very Dark Man, was doing your own part, saying the truth when you were broke.
At some point.
Money no day that time, but they talk true. So honesty that time, they in poverty that time. When Mohbad buy, people look say, what can we do for this young man? Where can we come in? Who can I call? Who can I call? Now, this who can I call? Where can we come in? And where do we start from? It's based on three things. First of all, his bullies, how they bullied him, just like Iyabo Ojo mentioned. I'm going to be playing the video, how they bullied him. Secondly, who pied him? Nobody know who pied him.
Exactly.
But we all left that decision for the Nigerian police
to do.
Now, why everybody happy that time they say they won't do autopsy, they lose, okay, if they do autopsy, we'll come at least, we can follow up. Everybody was happy. Now, some group of people we're already thinking of waiting the fit get. How the fit quick get evidence to share, give the Nigerian police. Say, okay, police, so please look into this direction. Police, look toward this direction. People like Iyabo Ojo, people like Sam Clef, first of all, stood up.
Exactly.
Especially Iyabo Ojo stood up and said, what can I do? First of all, I will get to all of them. Why people did there? Hold on. Everybody can look say, okay, what can we do? Now, these particular people can decide to say, you know what? Let's create a WhatsApp group. Now, let me talk about those in the WhatsApp group, why they should be in the WhatsApp group, and their contribution to the seeking for justice for Mohbad.
And see, guys, this WhatsApp group that is keeping to his chest, other people now have access to it. I want to believe like 2 bloggers now have access to that WhatsApp group, and that person is starting to come back to now counter everything. You know how Verydarkman, like I said, because he's a mischievous person, because he's a menace, is the one who is reading that message. He's not, like I said, if you actually want to come out, if you don't want to hide anything, you should be the one to upload everything on that WhatsApp group. You should be the one to post it. So he's been saying things and addressing some part of that WhatsApp message group, and he's been omitting some things. We are going to get there. So there was a particular conversation that involves Jigon that he spoke, that Verydarkman talked about, but he did not go on to read the response of Tonto Dike to that question. So a particular blogger has actually reviewed some part of that WhatsApp, and we're going to get there. Okay, maybe I should skip all of these ones and we get to the latest news that has been sharing so far. But let's listen to this guy first.
It was seeking for justice. First of all, the title of the group is Concerned Group. This group, named Concerned Group, they have nothing in common. They don't be family members. Oh, mother! Oh, funne no funna. Iyabo Ojo na Sam Clef na Loma na funne no funna.
It's the way he speaks.
Baba kwa ti iya kan ni konkolo bi gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú group yẹn wọ́n mọ́ra wọn rí industry wọ́n ti bára wọn. Gbogbo wọn wà concerned fọ́mọ ọlọ́mọ tó kú ni.
Yeah.
Kaga ni ko suba dan wa ba. Somebody yaro din da ya mutu saboda shi ne sun zo tare sun ce wai mere abin da zamu yi mu taimake wannan yaro.
I don't understand what
that far. They not the same record label. This one an actor, this one a musician, this one a social media influencer. They all came. What thing we fit do? How can we see how to help this boy? So let's note the fact that they came together first because they wanted to seek justice for Mohbad. Now, 3, where they're very, very important. VDM listening so you will learn, just like in the talk. The one we can trigger all of them. Not just Iyabo Ojo, not just Sam Clef, not just Aloma, not just Dre, not just Morgan, not just Tonto Dike. No, in fact, there are so many people else in the group where plenty, but I don't go mention their name. There are plenty for the group. Celebrities go and know plenty for the group, I don't go mention them. But because we mention these people, I will talk about them. Second, it looks okay. Waiting, the one we paint them the most. Now, how he was buried.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, now waiting ginger Sam Clef for that thing be that. Waiting the ginger Iyabo Ojo, now how he was bullied.
Yes.
Listen. Waiting the ginger Iyabo Ojo, now how he was bullied.
Yes.
Waiting the pain Sam Clef, now how they take burial. Now these 2 people are major influencers.
Yeah.
When they come social media, well, we can talk. The rest can support. Say, let me run this errand, let me do this one, let me do this one, let me do this one. So for now, Iyabo Ojo and Sam Clef, and then the 2 major people say they fit talk well, especially Iyabo Ojo.
Yeah. If
you notice during that time, Iyabo Ojo talk well past almost everybody because first she's a mother. Now let me now tell you what all of them, the role where they play, and why it's true that they should be in the WhatsApp group. I'm starting from Iyabo Ojo. And they go wait oh, and they come.
Right, guys. I think we already know why they started that WhatsApp group. Maybe let me start from the top now. Let me start from the top. Then we'll go down from that. So here is a video. Here is a video of Coco P. You all know who Coco P is, right? He's a failed musician. I will say that because he's been singing, and I don't think any of his song don't blow. That is him dancing with Naira Marley. There was no relationship between them before. Look at him. And I won't be surprised that it's Verydarkman that is pictured, that is videoing them. So Radio Gas said Verydarkman and Toto P now clubbing, chilling and eating with Naira Marley all of a sudden. Omo now who buy for this life, losing life. Exactly. Now person will die. Now he won't don't finish with that. R.I.P. Mohbad, R.I.P. Marlian, justice must prevail. So can you guys see the people that are now, exactly Clara now Abi, how many of the song? I mean, give me 3 Toto P, Toto. Now song with that one. That's what we are saying. Naira Marley now, the kind of stupid, dirty song that he sings. Can you invite Naira Marley to any of the event and tell him to come and sing any of the song on his album? You freaking cannot. Same thing with this Toto P as well. With all the song that he's been singing, can you invite him to your wedding or to an event and tell him to come and sing any of the song? Because there's no proper song for their album. And you wonder how they all feel along the line after getting this one never even blew. Naira Marley now, like I said, which of his songs, of all the dirty songs he sings, songs of Girl No Dey Wear Pata, Girl No Dey Wear Bra, how many of his songs from which you've heard will you, as a Nigerian who has an event, will invite him to come and sing? Maybe you have a wedding now. Okay, the way we are inviting Davido, like you can invite Davido to a wedding. Davido go sing you correct song that everybody will dance to. You can invite Whiskey to a wedding. He will have a song to sing that everybody will gravitate to. You can invite Burna Boy to a wedding. He will play a song that everybody will gyrate to. Which song do you think that Naira Marley will be able to sing if you invite him to your wedding? Or this one that has air on his head that they call Kokopi or whatever? Usman, get the fuck out of here. I don't know who you are. I don't need you here. Get the F. Don't drop your rat droppings here, okay? Don't drop your rat droppings. Don't drop it here. Abby, please rapture this person away from here. He's a failed musician. Just like they are trying to revive the bully who has failed in a drastic way in his music. Like I said, go and Google Sam Larry. Naira Marley on Google. There's actually a video of him. There's an interview where he actually used his mouth to say that he was arrested 124 times in the UK as a young adult, as a teenager, because of his alleged gang-related crimes. Before we leave, I will Google it so we can read it together. There was an interview where he used his own mouth to say he was arrested 124 times because of his alleged gang activisms. And this is that same people you guys now want to give a life. The person that bullied the life of a young artist. What artist like Daddy of Five? I don't care. You've changed your name again. You get raptured. I'm rapturing you. You came as what? You came as, what's that name you came as now? You came as Burak. Now you've came as Phil Daddy of Five. Don't worry, keep changing your name and I'll keep giving you a rapture. Like, I'm not here for nonsense. I know all of you. So that's him there. Somebody fighting for whatever. Also, this was from, obviously, he claiming that that Davido was, at first, Davido was the one that paid for his hotel. Now to Nami pay for obviously all of these things that Verydarkman is doing. Davido is legitly liking and following what he does. There was a post that Verydarkman made. There was a like that Naira Marley liked that post. And there's been a few other things that he has done that Davido is dropping comments and liking as well. So in a way, Davido might not be coming out because he's talking about him, but he's back. I am saying this with my full chest. Davido might not be coming out to say, oh, stop talking about me. Oh, this is that. But behind cameras, Davido is codedly supporting this guy. He is codedly supporting this guy. Look at it. Some rats will still claim Davido didn't pay. This was that his hotel was not paid for.
He bless me. Obio just joined this live. Obio, I see Davido just joined. See, Obio, this room where you give, this room is very nice. I love it. You understand?
Meanwhile, he claimed that the hotel, that he was the one that he paid for the hotel himself. Now, this you heard it now. This hotel where you pay there, you pay, but he claimed that he was the one that paid.
The problem me and you go get now, is I don't know whether I will go.
You guys already, I don't want to play the music in this video. So that's him practically saying, obviously, that the video paid for that. So this was the news I saw, another article that I saw on Kuti Jules. So you remember I said that Verydarkman is the only one who has so far has an access to the WhatsApp group, and he's been coming out here doing multiple videos, going on about, oh, he's reading stuff. So any of the messages in the WhatsApp chat, that favors his narrative is what he's been sharing. So if he reads anything from a response now, he might not necessarily read all of the response to that very particular topic. But now, Kuti Juice, I want to believe for Kuti Juice to have this screenshot, I want to believe that she has access to that WhatsApp group as well. Because when I saw this post, I was like, okay, the thing that she has exposed now, Verydarkman says now only him, except maybe the people in that group have now shared that WhatsApp with Kuti Juice. But if you remember in the group chat from what Verydarkman released, he released this part of where the people in the group were asking Yabojo to give them the caption for what they are going to post next, right? So let's read from this caption of Kuti Juice. Kuti Juice says, Naira Marley, Shebi, I told you this, your PR team is whack. At least a little research before pushing out silly manipulative narratives will have saved yourselves from a lot of unnecessary embarrassment. Well, to people that pay 20 million to gain full access to the infamous group chat, Auntie Yabo alleged in quote cooked a story on the 17th of October that Wunmi, Mohbad's wife, has been interrogated by the police. So Verydarkman was alleging that Wunmi was never interrogated by the police. So Yabojo actually dropped the fact or the proof that Wunmi has been interrogated by the police. So you will see that in this post, okay? So, but guess what? Auntie Yabo was right, because on the 6th of October 2023, which was 11 days before Auntie Yabo allegedly made that update on their supposed group chat, the police addressed the media and informed the public that Wunmi has been interrogated by them. Because why would they be carrying out investigation and they will now leave the wife and not interrogate? They will interrogate her. And if the police think that there was nothing linking her to what happened to her husband, they will let her be. But you see, when an activist came out full chest to manipulate all rats to make them believe Yabo lied. These people keep forgetting everything about this Mohbad case on the side of the police was and has been made public, and a simple Google search will cast them with receipts. Please swipe. What the police said is clearly there. I screen recorded it myself. The dates are there very clear. You can also do your own search. This information are in public domain and all of us can access it. Nonsense, manipulator. So let's grow, as she said. So obviously, this was a screen record from October when the police said that they obviously, questioned Mohbad's widow. Okay, that's the proof there that they've shared. And listen what about that.
A total of 26 vital witnesses, including the complainants, have so far been identified and interviewed, and statements
I saw that, Sam Clary. I saw
recorded by detectives from them in aid of the investigations. These include the following: Mr. Aloba Joseph Oluwabamiwo, the father of the deceased; Mrs. Abosede Aloba, mother of the deceased; Mrs. Kolawole Kemi Bose, deceased sister; Miss Aloba Blessing Oluwaseun, deceased sister; Mr. Aloba Adura Agbemi Shedrack, deceased brother; Mrs. Cynthia Adebanjo, deceased wife; Miss Sheyi.
So those are the people that
a total of 26.
So those are the list of the people that the Nigerian police involved in investigating Mohbad's case said were interviewed. So let's move on. Meanwhile, this was a post that Yabojo, obviously this laughing cow with a nose ring, did not share that with us. So it says here that on that basis, I doubt the two notorious suspects can be found culpable. It is better to get in touch with the CP to get the guy's statement. Nothing stops them from getting DJ Splash statement. So it just goes through that, yes, Wunmi was investigated and he was interrogated by the police, that Yabojo was not lying. So let's move on, okay?
Close.
So this is when very dark moron brain was still intact. Exactly. This was when he was talking fact, oh. And then Verydarkman, what changed when you met Sam Larry and Naira Marley? What changed? Let's listen. So this thing you're about to hear was when they never carry and go hotel for Lagos. This was when NGO never contribute money. This was when poor people never see money, allegedly.
All right, let's start with what he said. He talks say he give Mohbad 2 million naira to perform for his mother remembrance. Say Mohbad no show up. He can call Mohbad. Come say why no show up. Mohbad tell him saying they sick. He say me Mohbad refund them. Mohbad no refund them since then no hear from Mohbad. You understand? Now, he can talk say next thing he can hear say after a while he can hear say Mohbad they do music video for near his house. Now he go there go ask for him money. Let's play this video If you really want to ask for your money in a peaceful way, you would have gone alone. The fact that you went there with not one, not two, not three, not four, not five boys, and they even hold stick.
Exactly.
You understand? It means say you get evil agenda where you want to carry out. And if to say Zlatan no DJ, una for GK that boy. All those people where you carry, they are not law enforcement agencies.
Thank you.
So meaning you carry laws in your hands. You understand? There are also a lot of videos where the boy call your name. You get one video that says small blood, they come up for the boy, but where the boy don't say, "One continue, Larry shame for me." Do you understand? It means say after that time, you did hunt the boy H to H in order to hurt the boy. Do you understand? So a lot of things when you do that boy, we push that boy to depression. You push the boy to depression. There's nothing you want to explain when I'm even here.
Can you imagine? That was when
so if those Zlatan no DJ that day night for be the first day where we say on a first chike the boy. Now you say somebody now promised to pay that money back. The day you went to meet them in that music video place, you go present that person for us. We need witnesses. Secondly, we need proof. Say you pay him 2 million for show. Do you understand? We need proof. Secondly, you said that reason made you to go to Kenya to look for new artists. So you leave waiting they say your Sokoto, you they go Sokoto. Nigeria has the best and the biggest artists in Africa. As a matter of fact, all the top artists in Nigeria, they get booked to come and perform in Africa almost every day, around Africa almost every day. Do you understand? We have unlimited numbers of artists, from Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, we have Rema, we have Ruga, we have Ayasta, we have, you know how many people there for Nigeria? And you say you leave us, go place where we say their biggest artists na Southeast. So, what you say with this? We just say we know they okay for this country. What you this smoke?
Yeah, now
do you understand? So you were saying you left. The reason why you left Nigeria was to go and look for artists. My brother, you go talk to. You get mine. Say case closed.
This video was when he was still living in his when he was still in his Kolokwe flats. So now when in brain still sharp with this, when in brain still sharp before he collect money, that this was when he was still like okay. You know, his brain, but now he don't change mouth.
Secondly, again, you said you left Nigeria August 20th. Also, Naira Marley is also claiming that he left Nigeria August. Was it a planned movement? It is obvious that you have boys because from that first video, you come with plenty boys where they hold stick. You understand? After you left Nigeria, did you send your boys to go and knock him?
Anyway, let's move on. So obviously that's a video of when his brain was still intact before he collected money allegedly. So this was a video this was the post I was coming to. So this person here asserted that if you remember the post on the left with the black underground background, this was a post that the one on the left that I'm pointing to here, or the one with my arrow on the left here, was what Verydarkman read to us. So this is a full chart of that chart that Verydarkman read to us. I hope you guys can see my screen. Yes, I hope you guys can see my screen very well. So let me now read it to you guys. So according to this channel, HB Television, this person said, please share and help this go viral. Very dark manipulators lies exposed. So let me read the caption first before we go into the chat. So this caption says, listen everyone, and let me tell you this for free. I went through the group chat. So this is where I said I think somebody else also has access to the full message in the chat. Okay, I went through the group chat that this manipulator was treating like gold, and I can tell you for free that all they are discussing is justice for Mohbad. But out of curiosity and out of the rat's vulnerability, VDM was just playing on his gullible fans' intelligence and is making money with all those videos on YouTube. These videos, 100 and something thousand views. Do you know how much that would generate for you alone? 100,000 something views on YouTube. At least that's about £500 on one video, and he's got multiple videos like that he's been doing since he started this case. So this person continues saying, allow me to surprise you with a screenshot from the chat to prove that VDM is a complete liar. Claimed his arrest was planned in the group chat, right? Note, focus on the two red circles. You will notice it's what VDM read about Dre DMW, where he said, "You are still waiting Darkman post Abi." So this is the chat. So the chat on the left was the one VDM posted and read, but this is the full details of that chat on the right side here. So it says here that una see waiting Darkman post. I mean, that was a message from G, the one that Verydarkman shared. I don't get him time now. I don't ready to finish him. I don't fall short that amount for my status. So that was the message that Verydarkman read to us. So the full chat, which is on the right, says that it was in response that Tonto DK gave to DMW, but Verydarkman did not read that Tonto's response for us. You only read that part where he painted as he looked as if DMW was, I said DMW, Davido was saying something like it. So Tonto now replies saying that we don't need it. Honestly, the more we respond, it shows he's getting to us. We too big for him. I told you once, if you physically see this dude, you wouldn't ever regard him. Maybe just legally get on if we have to. So you guys understand where I'm coming from now. He only posted chat message from that group that supports the narrative, not the entire thing. Hence why I'm saying that since he said he paid 20 million naira, let him be the one to record everything and post on his page. Because at the end of the day, I don't believe he has any narrative in that chat that actually points to whoever fired Mohbad. I don't think there's nothing in that chat that actually explains exactly what fired Mohbad. I don't believe so. And this HB television has just actually said that, I have gone through that post. I have gone through that WhatsApp. There is nothing in there other than you're there for justice. But this laughing cow with a nose ring is bringing it out, making it look as if there's major evidence that the police don't have. That's what it's doing. I hope you guys understand where I'm going from here.
Then somebody now said, Atiabo, that's
so listen to him talk about that chat.
Foolish caller G. Atiabo, can we repost the updates on the case posted on your page? Dre DMW now say, una see waiting Darkman post abi? I don't get in time.
Whatever you call yourself, go and find something. Go and tell your mother to find something to do. You have received
now. I don't ready to finish up. I don't first shot that amount for my status. Now this is because I kept on hammering that.
So that's him reading half of the message. He did not read the entire message. So you can see there.
Update on the case. Now, as of course, chef don't enter kitchen.
So he did not. He only read this part at the top, but he did not read Tonto's response. Can you guys see now? He did not read Tonto's response. He only read Dre DMW. So if he wants to be really, if he really wants to be transparent, he should read all the chats the way they follow. Don't omit anything. Don't omit anything. But he did not. He was omitting stuff. Like I said, he was only reading the part that actually support the narrative that he's trying to portray to the public. And he's trying to get into people's head, saying that if you know, say the thing when they do for that group chat was all about Mohbad's justice for Mohbad, screen record everything and post it. Why would they do? Should you pay 20 million? You to go ahead and post it now. Can you guys see? Can you guys see his manipulation? How he's manipulating?
So even if police want.
And yes, this was where Yabo just said that yes, Wunmi was also interviewed by the police.
Counter, she go say, "Oh, I thought."
We also where the police said she was being interviewed.
In the date of the investigations.
We already played that video to you guys anyway.
The video, if you want to cut it, it starts from 5 minutes 40 seconds. They were listing names of people that.
So this was where people now bringing proof and evidence that yes, the police actually interviewed Wunmi. Meanwhile, this laughing cow with the nose ring said, the police did not interview Wunmi. So people actually went to go and bring in proof.
Were interrogated 26 people. They mentioned Wunmi's name in 6 minutes 20 seconds. Now this video was on the 6th of October 2023. He's reading a chart of October 17. So even if no DPP has even talked to Yabo Ojo, anybody checking this will tell you that Wunmi was interrogated. Mm-hmm. So the video, if you want to cut it, William's chart is on the 14th of October 2023. So you can see that Yabo Ojo's caption is just a summary of everything the police said. Mm-hmm. Everything the police said. So even a Dick and Harry, a layman, using the police interview or police press conference, would know that yes, this was what Yabo was referencing. But this guy is a manipulator, and he said Wunmi was not interrogated prior to
It's low, like guys, like I said, he's done a lot of damage. And the Nigerian police have not picked him up yet. I'm surprised they've not picked him up yet, but Nigeria is what it is.
To that chat, that it was Iyabo Ojo that was manipulating or
Exactly,
crafting
Clara.
that caption. VDM's chat is on the 14th.
Right, let's move on to the next one. Like I said, people are now coming out for him.
They're back to Wunmi, Mohbad's wife, you know. It's no longer Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, Dre, Jigo and Co. It's no longer the WhatsApp group. It is back to the update she made after her husband's passing. We are back to square one. Back to where we started from. You see, when I made a...
This was a lady where one of the rats went to her DM to go and threaten her that they were going to buy her.
Content some time ago, and I said that Iyabo is not the major target of these people. She's just in their way.
Yes.
It is Wunmi and Liam.
Exactly.
That is their problem. Let me tell you, they hold that guy a lot of money. In case some of you don't know. And because they know that Wunmi is educated to... She knows her rights. She knows some things.
Yeah.
That is why they want to do everything to push the public against her. Hence, all of those things that they've been bringing up for 22 months. No proof, no evidence, just fallacies and public accusations. People who have never met them, who don't live with them, who have never heard their name before our husband's passing, they talk with so much venom and bitterness.
Exactly.
They speak as if they lived together.
Exactly.
You have destroyed that person. You have said a lot of things about her. You have accused her of things without any evidence. You claim that her child is a bastard. You claim that that child does not belong to Mohbad. Yet, not even a single man has come out to say he had intercourse with that girl. Not one. You have accused so many men of being the father of that child.
Exactly.
This same you, your self-acclaimed investigator, you yourself, you said that child looked like Sam Larry. Remember, you said it.
Exactly.
You see, I don't understand why this is still being allowed at this stage. But I'm going to tell you something. If your father and mother gave you the opportunity of having a formal education in Nigeria,
exactly,
you need to be thanking and worshiping them every day. Because a formal education will save you from being an ignoramus, from being foolish. Because imagine, Wunmi is educated to BSc level. So there are some things that she knows. And these people know that.
Exactly.
That is why they want to do everything they can to bring her down. To bring the public against her. Hence, all of those things that they've been saying.
Absolutely.
The only problem they have with Iyabo Ojo is they know Iyabo Ojo is not allowing them to achieve their aim. That is why they're attacking Iyabo. Because Iyabo Ojo heard when they said that they will collect everything. From her. That is why they will do anything they can to bring down
her down.
But Wunmi and Liam are their major targets.
Exactly.
You see?
Let's move on from there. Let's move on. And you guys, if you remember this lady is a stepsister to Wunmi. And yes, there was a time she was riding behind Wunmi, supporting Wunmi, and I don't know what happened between them. She fell out with Wunmi. She did a lot of live streams. She also has her own group of people. They were supporting Wunmi, and at some point they started going against Wunmi. She did a lot of things. So now, if you remember, when Verydarkman interviewed Mohbad's mom, the sister to Mohbad's mom, this woman claimed that there was a lot of blood, that she saw Mohbad's mother washing a duvet soaked with blood. Now, hear what this woman says. She said, "I am not going to lie. When I got to Nigeria, I also saw BLOOD on Mohbad's duvet. It was a white king-size duvet. It's not as if the duvet was soaked in the BLOOD, but it was round-shaped on the duvet. One evening, Adura was sleeping in the sitting room." Adura is Mohbad's younger brother. Adura was sleeping in the sitting room, and he covered himself with the duvet. The BLOOD was so glaring, it has turned from red to brown, I asked Wumi why Adura was using Mo's duvet. She said he wanted to feel the presence and smell of his brother. I was at home when Iya Mohbad washed the duvet, and it was after Mohbad was buried. I was even blaming her that she should not have washed it, since that was the duvet Mohbad used to cover himself last before he died, and his BLOOD was on it. Falashade is a sister to Mohbad's mother, went to Verydarkman and made it look like it was immediately Mo died that Yamo quickly washed it in order to carry it. No, the way that woman, when Vivian was interviewing her, she made it sound like it was a massive pool of blood. That was exactly how she made it to turn out to be. I hope you guys are seeing. Let's continue. So obviously lots of videos with people putting in their thoughts and opinion.
Can a liar have integrity?
See, sweet through my OBO book for me. Don't play.
OBO book hotel for me.
Don't play. What? Verydarkman in Lagos. Don't play. Oshe singlet man. Who's Salah? Don't play.
Anytime when I talk something where they around Davido and maybe some people for Davido record, people will say, after all what Davido have done for you, Davido flew you to Lagos, Davido have contributed for your NGO, and all those type of things. Well, this comment section will be open for a reason. Today, Nick, I just address you now, right? You see that time I went to Lagos to go and meet Davido?
Debunking now.
Now me pay my flight ticket too.
Okay.
That hotel where they say Davido lodged me for hotel.
You talk about yourself, say Davido
booked pay for the hotel.
Again, I ask you, can a liar?
He claimed, you guys saw the Bible say, that look at the hotel where Davido booked for him. Now he's not come out to say that it was the one that booked that hotel himself. Like, that's why the one is coming for him.
Have integrity. Very soon we'll hear saying the judge is not my organ. He's never giving me 100 million. Everywhere good, my people.
Shalom. Right, okay. Like I said, there's lots of videos actually. Let's keep watching. These are the ones
Go play one video now. Now don't watch the video, but now not observe them. I go play them for now. If I play this video, I still go ahead to believe a Verydarkman. They make sense through today in mouth. Now be say you no get anything where they don't go fit take decision for this life. Exactly. If I play a video you see, if I share a video you see, if I log back, we play Verydarkman. Go to one let me. If I log tell you, that's the way I any ratani. You get we play bogbe. You attend jelly. You play deserve well.
Exactly.
Nkoma chara di video ana nchori ko wana gugu ana iga kwali rusi number Verydarkman chairman gi iwura tele wonka abara agba chopota na hole na ta no wake e deserve afufa natura muku wana bu natura muku yezu na nura muku wannan video da na so nura muku yezu in baka yadda ba we Verydarkman we ba gaskiya kadai a bakin shi gaskiya na ga maka ko abun da yana da mai kai yanzu Allah ne ya kawo abun din. Pay attention when you listen. Now watch this video, listen to this video carefully. Verydarkman don't talk something. When I don't watch him, but I don't observe. Watch him again. Make I explain something to you now.
Record. People will say, after all what Davido have done for you,
it's the same
Davido flew you to Lagos, Davido have contributed for your NGO, and all those type of things. Well, this comment section will be open for a reason.
Don't care even if
today, Nick, I just address you now, right? You see that time I went to Lagos to go and meet Davido?
Shalaye.
Let me pay my flight ticket too. That hotel where they say Davido.
Hold up, Verydarkman. What do you mean them say? No, you never said. You said. Now you talk. Say Davido pay hotel for you, lodge you for hotel. No be them say. You trace that word. Now you say. Watch it completely finish.
Where they say Davido lodge me for hotel. Let me pay for the hotel.
So why did you say it was more?
Well, guess what?
Davido?
For entertainment purpose, and because of course.
Debunking.
We'll just leave her like that.
Oh wow, Verydarkman, no.
No, we can't.
That wasn't what you said before. That's what you talked before. You told us before that Davido paid your flight, Davido paid hotel for you. In fact, you even did the hotel. They're happy like babe with the squirts. See the video where you take the happy, where you mention, say, see the hotel where Davido lodge me. Watch the video. I still come by the place of watch the video.
See, sweet through my OBO book for me. Don't play. Don't play. What? Verydarkman in Lagos. Don't play. Oshe singlet man. Who's Salah? Don't play.
And so you mean you lied to us?
Exactly.
You mean it wasn't actually Davido that paid for that hotel room?
He said,
so are you saying that it wasn't Davido that booked your flight? It was he that booked it, but you intentionally lied to us just to prove a point. Say Davido is a good man. What else have you been lying on?
Exactly.
Waiting again, you don't lie about. If you can lie, say that Davido book hotel. If you can put on that drama, if you put on that kind of drama, just to make us love Davido where we don't already like already. If you put on that kind of drama, if you feel happy like that, say Davido booked hotel for you. Say, see the food where you don't even chop. Whereas not be Davido do am. What else have you lied about?
What else has he lied
Which
about?
means the 20 million naira. There is high possibility that you lied. Verydarkman. Which means everything you have said, the WhatsApp group, you lied. Verydarkman. Which means every other thing that you have been talking about, you lied. Which means that you can also put up a drama to paint Naira Marley and Samilari good. Well done, Verydarkman. If you can put up that drama to hide the video, whereas no being book room for you, which means there's nothing you cannot do. Which is what you are doing currently right now is a lie. Verydarkman. Oh, Letonwa. Only run here because so drama to put up. So, Roger, to go back para Davido lo book hotel. I show lo book. Oh, Davido call book. Lo joba eh. Oh, Davido book hotel. Kina be good like that. Now Obio. I can't say Obio ya Biakuri hotel in. You gonna get money by Obio ba. Then they can work Rowa a chicken hotel in. Can I tell Obio? So don't be Obio book out for you. And they happy like that. And they put up such drama. Verydarkman, watching again, which other drama you feel put up to hype person? You feel even cry to hype person. You feel put up drama to hype person. You feel lie to hype person. So which means this is Naira Marley and Samilari case where they handle like this. Which means we're paid for it. Which means you are trying to hype them. Verydarkman, you cannot deceive us. I'm not gonna let you deceive the public again.
So you guys heard that, okay? Let's move on to the next one.
So this video is for Verydarkman, who has been doing a lot of mediocre journalism lately as it relates to Mohbad. It is for Iyabo Ojo, for Tonto DK, for Mr. Polo, for everybody in that group chat that Verydarkman claims he bought with 20 million naira, and for every Nigerian who gave a voice to justice for Mohbad. But first of all, I'd like to address the rank and file followers of Verydarkman. Some of them are going to call me ugly. They're going to be very offended that I'm wearing my hair, my natural hair. So they're going to call me ugly because I'm not wearing a Bone Street wig. I have nothing against wigs. I used to wear them, but no more. They're going to be very offended that I'm dark-skinned, so they're going to call me ugly based on that. Quickly, stop watching the video. It's not for you. Go straight to the comment section, start typing your insults there. But to Verydarkman, I see that you are offering anybody who has any kind of evidence of Naira Marley bullying Mohbad to come forward with it, and you give the person 20 million naira. Verydarkman, I will give you 20 million naira and some change if you can come up with any evidence of where Mohbad, during any of these misunderstandings, arguments, fights like couples do with his wife, where he questioned the paternity of his son. Where he said, if anything happens to me, it is because somebody else may be the father of this boy, and so you removed me so that that can be concealed. I want any kind of evidence. I will send 20 million to any account of your choice, anywhere in the world, if you can come up with that kind of evidence. You see, Verydarkman, let it be known that when people were demanding for justice for Mohbad based on substance, nobody knew the primary cause of his death. Exactly. That's why somebody like Iyabo Ojo pushed for Mohbad to be exhumed, pushed for an autopsy to be carried out, and after all those two are completed, be given a befitting burial, because nobody knew the primary cause of his death. But at least everybody could see from the things that he left from his songs, he sang about it, he tweeted, he filed the police reports, he made videos. Everybody could see based on substance that this guy was bullied. So people were demanding for justice based on bullying. Based on that, at least these guys be brought to book. Let every stone be turned. But when we're trying to turn the stone of bullying, at least that was substance before us. You were being used to distract it into a DNA issue. You put a big question mark on an innocent little boy's paternity. That is and was Mohbad's only legacy that nobody could drag or argue that, oh, we don't know anything. I don't know anything about music catalog and how it's done, how it's handed over to the family. But that little boy was Mohbad and is Mohbad's only legacy. You attacked the people fighting for justice for Mohbad. You were fighting people. You started calling some people failed actresses. You were on the loose. Exactly. While we're using substance to demand for justice. We did not say primarily you took his life. Iyabo Ojo made a video where she said, it means psychologically, emotionally, mentally, you traumatized and killed him. She was right. Nothing she said in the past, because now you're saying, Iyabo Ojo, come outside, come and tell people what we discussed. I'll come to Iyabo Ojo. So let it be known that you distracted it. There's no amount of you trying to reinvent yourself. As far as it concerns Mohbad, you cannot succeed. You were used to distract justice from Mohbad. Everything you're doing now, you're still clouting. I saw that you gave somebody 24 hours ultimatum. I think Zlatan. So come forward. He didn't come forward. So what happened? Now, so Iyabo Ojo, I really love the stand that you took during justice for Mohbad. I respect you. I do. I really do. And some of the things you've done in the past. But with justice for Mohbad, I think you kind of stepped down from a certain pedestal. I understand that you and Tonto Dike and some other people took a back seat because his family were messing the whole thing up. Yeah. But you accepting or requesting a meeting with Verydarkman, I think you
that was the wrong move.
That was personally disappointing for me. Look at what he's doing. Somebody like Tonto Dike, who in a million lifetime is not going to meet Mohbad, who is not going to dignify him because he said he found the group chat. There's nothing in that group chat that's wrong. Somebody like that, what's he going to do? What is Verydarkman going to do to Tonto Dike? Who is not going to give him 1 second of response? After all this is mediocre journalism, what's he going to do next? Go to the Supreme Court and file a fresh charge that he's not happy with the finding of the coroner inquest? Is he going to hire all the sons in Nigeria and bring you before the CJN? I feel that people are beginning to cave to this guy because he's a manipulator. And the person that he's now trying to manipulate is Mr. Polo. Mr. Polo, you said this, you said that. What did Mr. Polo say? Mr. Polo said, I didn't know it was this bad. What he was saying, he did. A lot of people until Mohbad died did not know that he was going through all these things. Exactly. All these things started surfacing. Mr. Polo was one of the people that saw it and said, I didn't know it was this bad. He had confided in me that. So now you're trying to claim as if, oh, you're the one who knew the whole truth from the beginning. You see, Mr. Polo, why didn't you see me as a son? Why didn't you call me to call me so that we can meet and discuss so I can show you what I know? You're acting as if you're the one who knew this thing from the beginning. Every other person was wrong. Verydarkman, you were the wrong person. You were the one who was distracting this case, who was calling for DNA, while people were calling for justice based on substance. Then you said something about Iyabo Ojo. Yeah, we had a meeting, and I told her she was looking down remorsefully. I said, I understand, you're emotional because you're a woman. What does that even mean? What does that mean? That's an insult to who this woman is. That she's emotional. Does that make, because she's a woman, makes her a less human being? Or you're the logical one, you're the one who saw the light from the beginning, who knew the truth? Have you offered an apology to late Mohbad's widow and to his son for the DNA request that you were championing? What is the connection between everything that happened? The coroner has proved that it's medical negligence. You say you don't believe it. You said the group chat said something about the thing is going to end up in the nurse's head. Anybody could have thought so, because these people look like they have some kind of protection. It looks like they have some kind of protected status. That's Verydarkman and Naira Marley and Sam Larry. When you see the kind of people that they said they were associated with. So people were saying maybe it's the nurse. I don't see anything in that group chat that was wrong. They're not saying, I told her that she's a woman, I understand. So she's emotional. That's a very dumb statement to make. Verydarkman, you're so slow. You're very slow. I can't believe you're this slow. So everybody who demanded for justice, no amount of whatever you whitewashing Naira Marley and Sam Larry can remove them from bullying Mohbad. It has been ruled that it was medical negligence. We take that decision. If you're not happy, you can hire all the sons in Nigeria after you finish all this your mediocre journalism with people like the one who claimed that she's best friends to Mohbad but could not tell you how he was bullied. When you finish all this your journalism, you can pack up all your evidence, go to Supreme Court. If you're not satisfied with the judgment of Supreme Court, file before the International Court of Justice. I don't know why these people are running health scatter. Yesterday, Mr. Polo was saying, yeah, Verydarkman is doing some good. As far as it concerns Mohbad, Verydarkman, you were still in the wrong. You were clouting. I think you thought this is some of the things that you watch on TV. Okay, so let's make it about DNA. We were asking for justice based on substance, but you were asking for justice based on some kind of fairy tale movie that you watched, and you were clouting with the whole thing, and you gained notoriety, and you still have not backed down. You're trying to make yourself feel, oh, I'm so monumentally influential, I have the loudest voice, so I'm going to manipulate and make people cave. And some of them are caving to you. Somebody like Mr. Polo, you made a video, you should have seen me like a son. But Mr. Polo, but I would like to see you. I'll be so disappointed that man agrees to see you. Verydarkman, you've been in the wrong. As far as it concerns Mohbad, you're still in the wrong. I still, as far as Iyabo Ojo, I still am very disappointed that she either requested to meet you or she agreed to meet him. Everything that woman did from when Mohbad passed until now was right. I want to assume that I'm Iyabo Ojo. You bring me before any court of Nigeria or outside the country. Yes, I am Iyabo Ojo. This was my stand based on bullying. I said something. It meant psychologically, mentally. You took him, but I did not know the primary cause of his death. That's why I was pushing for an autopsy. That's why I demanded that he be exhumed. If I knew anything, would I try to implicate myself? Would I know that this is what happened to him, or I have a narrative to push, but I'm still trying to bring the truth to light? Like, don't you know that an autopsy is just it's the final answer? An autopsy is the final answer. It will reveal anybody that has a hand in anything, anybody that has any kind of hidden agenda. So I really I don't know why anybody's running helter skelter. I don't know why you found in the group. It doesn't make sense. Anything that all these things that you're saying you are doing, and I have a message. Nobody should be giving you all this attention, because as far as Mohbad, I know that there are things you've done. I've seen some of the things you've done that are good. But as far as Mohbad, you owe Liam, his son, an apology. You owe Nigerians an apology.
Absolutely.
No matter how you try to reinvent yourself in this, you were wrong. No matter how you try to whitewash his
okay,
books,
Abby, no worries.
it's not going to work. So this video is of Verydarkman, who has been doing a lot.
This man said it the way it should have been said. She said it the way it should have been said.
Verydarkman.
Another one.
Mo gbọ́ níbi kan tó sọ nínú fídíò kan wípé.
People don't want me to continue with the group chat. I would stop.
Wọ́n bí ọ̀dà kó dúró. I know you. Àìká débẹ̀ nǹkan tó rí hùn. Tó fi jọ pé gúrùpù tí wọ́n ṣí l'October, wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ikú ọmọ tó kú September. Ó ṣàlàyé fáwọn tá a jẹ́ Nigerians.
Exactly.
They are trying, because right now it's quite evident it's no longer justice for Mohbad from your own end. Yeah. It is now justice for Naira Marley and Sam Larry. But let me tell you something, my brother, you will fail.
Exactly.
In fact, you have failed already on this case. So ọmọ kékeré sí ọmọ yìí, Mohbad yìí náà ló gbé ọ sókè. Ló jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ torí gbà tó da gbogbo aríboríbo pé Sam Larry ló lọ́mọ. Tí ẹ pa àwọn kan tẹ̀ tún ṣe photoshop tí ẹ pé àṣẹ Liam chocolate skin caramel lọ́mọlọ́mọ. Àwọn kan tún fi filter sọmọ lórí kó lè bá jọ Sam Larry. Àwọn kan tún photoshop ojú Sam Larry sí tó wá jẹ́ kékeré. Tí ẹ pé picture yẹn ni wọ́n ń gbé kiri ńgbà náà. You remember you were the one who took our attention to that.
Exactly, it did.
So rántí, sórí gbogbo àwọn tó rí nísìn tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti rí pẹlẹbẹ tán wá gòkè àgbà tí wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bólówó jẹun bólówó mu. They didn't get to that pace. They never attained that height by bringing down those rich people. One thing people don't know about you is you are so eager to be among the rich people and you don't care destroying their image so that they can call you and tell you, oh yeah, come. Kí ló fẹ́. And let me tell you something, in case you don't know what's going on right now. Have you observed that everyone you called out, they will follow you and become your friend? Do you know what that means? They are buying you. And one of the tragic things that happens to an activist is when the people you call out becomes your friend.
Chastise them, yes.
In case you have not known, because I remember when this case happened, before you we remember how you were on that case, how you were telling people, oh, this is the real thing that happened, but all of a sudden, a single meet with Naira Marley, sure, just because Naira Marley has that influence, even Naira Marley, public, awego, the Lagos State government, governor, I understand you want to get to that position. You want to use Naira Marley to climb to that position. It is understandable. You are a social climber. And you will use everyone to get to that height. Once Davido followed you, nígbà tí Burna Boy náà follow rẹ̀, Aribo said to Yankee Davido. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá mọ̀ ni wọ́n mọ̀ kọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ kún. You are just a social climber. And I know the only thing you want right now. You remember all this one that everyone is saying, even before this whole thing happened. Shoranti,
welcome.
You were the same person that said the Iyabo and her daughter are sleeping with the same man. When that girl got married, you were the same person that told us that one boy have come and marry one man. Before you know that, the mama go they follow the Pikin, Kini can sleep. Yeah. She did not answer you. When Davido did his wedding, Shoranti to say,
yeah,
one invite Iyabo, koto di pe Kini jade. Every single time you say something and then that thing doesn't work with what you say, you debunk. All school uniform, charity work. But let me tell you something. Cancellation of Naira Marley didn't start when that boy died. Because all of a sudden, everyone tried to make it look like the reason why Naira Marley was cancelled in the first place was because of the boy's death. No, it has nothing to do with the boy's death. Naira Marley has been cancelled while that boy was alive. And you see this particular video I'm about to play was what sealed it from Naira Marley. Aside the tweet, Toma yen tweet each time Toba Shen Kamburuku Funinu Beyen.
Ṣọ́kùnrin ṣe manager ọmọ òpèkínní kan mo fẹ́ manager ara mi ọ̀wọ́ ló ń sọ̀kùn lórí ṣe fún mi. Gbogbo ara mi mi ṣe lè ṣe video everything.
Now you see this single word from that boy's mouth. Kò sí wàhálà. Ìhun tó tún wá funny jù, òun náà ni how we now saw the reoccurrence of Sam Larry bullying that boy. In fact, what you guys did to that boy is more than bully. You assaulted him. You made his life miserable. You turned that 20-something years old boy to an hypertensive patient. And one of the things about being hypertensive, because more video, ìyá ọmọ náà sì yẹn.
Ẹjọ́ abẹ́rẹ́ tó sọ pé òun fún nìyẹn o, tetanus injection, paracetamol àti antibiotics. Nǹkan tó fún nìyẹn o.
Àwọn nǹkan tí yá ẹ.
So that was the mother of the nurse. She said that the nurse claimed that she only gave Mohbad paracetamol injection, tetanus injection, and antibiotics, I think. So those are the 3 injections that the nurse allegedly, administered to Mohbad, according to what her mother just said there. In case for those of you who don't understand Yoruba.
To sọ pé òun fún tetanus injection bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́tọ́rí wọ́n ló ní cut níbi wound, and I won't even say ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń pariwo pé wọ́n rí, I won't be surprised if it's that small blood from that cut tó yí bed sheet tó fẹ́ kára mọ́ ìgbà tẹ́ pé pool of blood ni. Orí ọmọ náà tó wọ́nu pósí ṣé pósí sáìsì rẹ̀ lẹ́ra. Ọ̀dọ̀dà torí òní bẹ́ǹdì. Mo ṣàrántí gbà náà táwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bú ẹni tó kan pósí tóun ti rò pé kóun tiẹ̀ fi kóun náà fi popular kóun lòun kan pósí Mohbad, èébú lòun náà bọ̀ ń bẹ̀. Kó tó wá sọ fún wa wípé bàbá yẹn ni kò farabalẹ̀ kóun kan pósí gidi fọ́mọ rẹ̀.
The father was in a rush.
Was that not what happened? But let me tell you something. You see this case, now you revive your career, and I'm sure if you're not careful, now you will still bring your career down. Because right now, a lot of people have sense. You see, whatever game you're trying to play, a lot of people have seen through you. Exactly what it is. Now let me tell you something. Naira Marley was not cancelled because Mohbad died. Naira Marley was cancelled because of what he did. And the fact that someone was trying to say the fact that Naira Marley was not at home when Kini can't happen. But we also saw Sam Larry, who turns out to be Naira Marley's friend, frustrating the boy. But you want us to now feel like Naira Marley. So it is a must for Naira to be in Nigeria before they can discipline the late Mohbad with something that they call a way can just do. Now they wait, make the person who won't send the message they there physically before the message will be delivered. We are not stupid. Now let me tell you something, dear Naira Marley. Forget about this Mohbad case. Let me tell you why your career is what it is right now. So nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ dé tó sàwọn ọmọdé ẹni tí ò fẹ́ wọ bẹ́ẹ̀tì, tó sàwọn obìnrin dọ́mọ tí ò fẹ́ wọ pátá, tó sàwọn ọmọdé ẹni tí ń ya tattoo rẹ̀ sórí itan, sórí ọmú, sórí gbogbo rẹ̀. Now let me tell you why
So what she said there was the fact that she was describing the kind of song that Naira Marley sings, and I did mention earlier that Naira Marley's the kind of song he sings like girls don't wear patas, girls don't wear this, girls don't wear that. So what kind of event do you want to invite somebody who sings such songs? Like what event do you want to invite him to? You won't have any song, you won't have any decent song to sing at your event. But let's keep listening to this lady.
Your career has actually come down. Aside Mohbad's death too, which was the thing that made everyone to know who you truly are. Because the only thing we know about you was you are a chain smoker, but we never really know the in-depth of what is happening in your record label. Now, that thing happening in your record label is what is evidence to people who are in the same industry for you, and that is why they want to stop you. It is not about Mohbad's case. And you know that is more reason why. Because they know that those kids that were with you, Mohbad that is the more reason why people in the industry are trying to fight you. But also, they think it's Mohbad death that is making some of the people in the industry know. They know what you are doing to those young boys. And that is what they are trying to curb, which I feel like in now, as I was saying, so why did a lot of those people who were your fans then want to dagba, even Zeno that is with you would have given you an insight of the fact that your fans are no longer kids. They've started having children. That is why your stardom has reduced a little bit. That's number one. Number two, the main reason why your stardom has reduced, let me tell you, Emma Paramoku Mohbad, even if Mohbad did not die, what is happening to Naira Marley now is bound to happen someday.
Exactly.
Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì yàtọ̀ sí pàwọn fáǹsì rẹ tó onígbà náà orí wọn ti pé gbogbo wọn ti dìyà wọn ti bàbá oníkálùkù ti mọ gàrí lómi àjẹsùn. They no longer have time for what they used to do back then. Is this not the same you? I understand the pain that you are feeling. Èmi tó jẹ́ pé tí EFCC bá gbé mi báyìí, àwọn ọmọ oró ti tòjọ́ sóyè EFCC office tí wọ́n mọ èlì mi. I understand that now that fame is not there. Àmọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n hélì rẹ̀ ń gbà náà, ayé ti kọlu everybody. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní mọ gàrí ló ń jẹ àjẹsùn. Oníkálùkù ti nínú àwọn obìnrin tí wọ́n ya tattoo rẹ̀ sọ́mú tí wọ́n wá pátá nígbà náà. Ẹlòmíì ti ń gbọ́mọ méjì kiri. Life has come out to them. Now your own inability, which is going to be my second point of why what is happening to you is happening to your career right now, is because of your inability to switch. And it's quite funny how people want to lie that you have been cancelled. Nigerians don't cancel people. Nigerian cancel èèyàn ni ṣé yẹ ká máa gbọ́ nípa èèyàn bíi Miss Madam Kemi Olúnlọ́yọ̀.
That exactly.
Mọ dédé irọ́ tó pa nípa Davido.
Exactly.
Àti Chioma. Mọ dédé irọ́ tó pa nípa Pastor Suleiman. Mọ dédé irọ́ tó nísìnyí gan ṣe bá tún gbọ́ tó ní surrogate ní Priscilla. Ó ní surrogate ní Priscilla ṣe.
Exactly.
So you kill me, but when you go to our page right now, a lot of people are saying, wow, you are a very good journalist. So Nigeria need you. Nigerians will still follow you. To bá yẹ pé yẹ kí wọ́n cancel yẹn pẹ̀lú wà burúkú ni ìyá wa Yẹlẹ́kùnmẹ̀. Àwọn tí ẹ̀ tó sọ èèyàn kan bí mo sílé alágbo àfìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́ni mú proof wa níbi tí wọ́n ti ń sọ operation fún. Lágbájá kan ọkọ òun Ìyábọ̀ ló ra fóònù fún ìyàwó kí wọ́n lè snap sákàrù ọkọ òun yìí kan náà ni audio kan ti jáde ní ìsìn níbi tó tún ti sọ fún ẹlòmíì wípé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ọkọ òun.
Ṣé o mọ̀ pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ Aláàjì tímọ́tímọ́ Aláàjì ò lè kọ̀rọ̀ sí lẹ́nu ní ọ̀nà bá Fọlá pé kí ó máa rìkọ́ọ̀dù Aláàjì.
Guys, I'm going from this lady. She uploaded a video onto my channel a few days ago. So there's a latest video from Verydarkman, which I'm going to play right now. He has just uploaded a new video, and let me find it. Okay, he has just uploaded a new video. So let's listen.
How to give him the third injection.
So he posted this video about an hour ago. So this is from another channel that I'm taking it from. Okay, so apparently he posted the video on his page and he has disabled the comment section, but this is from another channel, gossip page here. So let's watch it from here. We'll finish watching this and then I'm going to end this live stream. I've got somewhere to be for in an hour.
When I entered, so immediately I entered, I was like,
so obviously this is Wunmi narrating what happened or whatever. So I guess this was her first interview after she came out. I'm not sure, but yeah. So according to the write-up, the rat, please check on Very Daft Manipulator. He is experiencing mental health issues. His brain and mind isn't functioning well anymore. What is the difference between what Wunmi said and what Adura said? Is there any distinction between Wumi's statement, Mohbad said, and Adura's statement? He pointed at. Aren't they both saying the same thing? Very Daft Manipulator, I know you are targeting Wunmi, but your attempt has failed from the start. So no more group chat. Exactly. He shifted from talking about the stuff in the group chat. Oh, I wonder why he's abandoned the group chat now. I thought he was going to come out and say more stuff in the group chat. So no more group chat. It's now Wunmi is focusing on the game. So this person continues saying your analysis isn't making any sense. Go sit somewhere, man. So let's listen to what is going on with this case now.
he was telling the nurse to remove it. I feeling somehow. He told the nurse to remove it. I want to pee. I want to vomit. So I held his hand to the restroom. He vomited. He peed. On our way coming back from the restroom, he just fell down. He started saying his heart is hurting him. I need water. So I had to call on Adura, family, like the other people that they should come. So he told Adura to get him water. Adura should pour in water. So Adura got him water. We poured the water on him, but he was still not feeling comfortable. He said in this and this, he needs fan. Like he's hurting inside his heart. He's hurting him.
Heat inside.
Yes, like he needs water. Like he needs us to pour water. Next, he started having.
All right, so that's an interview on CVC that Mohbad's wife did on the final moments within the 24 hours when Mohbad died. So she said that she ran into the nurse when she was giving Mohbad the third injection. And when she got there, Mohbad said they should remove it, that he needs to pee, he wants to vomit. So she now took him into the bathroom to do that. When they were coming out, Mohbad now fell down. When Mohbad fell,
I mean, obviously from what he described, I don't know, maybe that was after he was injected, because obviously if you get some sort of medication, that could be the adverse reaction or adverse effect of whatever medication he was given. So don't quote me, guys. I don't know, maybe the symptoms Wumi described there was after it was injected or not. I don't know. But then it's just like some people when they say they are allergic to paracetamol IV. There are some people who are allergic to some set of antibiotics. So normally when you give anything via IV intravenous, when you give anything intravenously, your reaction and side effects will come on really quick as compared to if you take an antibiotic tablet. So the reaction you will feel when you take a medication via tablet orally will be delayed as compared to if you get that medication via IV. So I hope I'm making sense, but let's keep listening to him.
This is what he said. He said that his heart is hurting him, that he needs water. Then she now called Adura to come. When Adura came, so Mohbad now told Adura to get him water and Adura should pour water on him. So Adura went to get water and poured the water on Mohbad. Then he said he needs AC. Mohbad said he needs AC. That he needs fan, that his heart is hurting. Right. Now, let's now go to Adura. Adura did a recent interview with Objective, right? Let's listen to what he said happened that same day.
Like some minutes back, Barry looking like what's in my partner will be at the 10 to 15 minutes. Barry will look you know, share everything my salary so can pay by Mohbad in as in police sorrow to have shame or
struggling to communicate.
Mohbad pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mo ti ṣan chala sọ pé abẹ́rẹ́ òun fún lábẹ́rẹ́ pé kíní kan abẹ́rẹ́ kẹ̀ ṣàfihàn fún mi bọ́ ojú ẹ̀ tọ̀yọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń náwó sóní pé fún mi bọ́ ojú ẹ̀ ó náwó sí sípọ̀s kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ ìdílé bó ṣe ń ṣe pé kí ẹ̀ máa
struggle
kò lè sọ̀rọ̀.
Now, see Adura's own version. Adura said after 15 minutes with the nurse, he heard a noise from upstairs. When he heard the noise from upstairs, he ran upstairs and then he met Mohbad on the floor and Mohbad could not talk. If he wanted to say anything, he would point with his hands. Then he now asked the nurse that what happened. The nurse said it was because of the injection.
Oh.
Now, Adura said he met Mohbad.
Okay, good now. So I believe whatever Mohbad was experiencing then was as an effect of whatever it was given. Like I said to you guys earlier on, that the effect of when you give somebody IV or with the effect of when you give somebody medication via intravenous is much more quicker as compared to if they take it orally. So obviously whatever it is that Mohbad was feeling was obviously the effect of what the nurse has given. So it was alleged that the nurse gave him tetanus injection, paracetamol, and antibiotics injection. So I'll probably need to go read up what are the contraindications of those medications that the nurse gave to him. So I know for a fact, for us now, if we are in recovery or looking after a patient, there are some medications that you can't give together. So you can't give morphine and fentanyl together. You can't give an IV, an opioid that is similar to another opioid. You can't give them together. And in as much as paracetamol is the easiest or maybe the easiest pain medication that anybody could grab, there are some people who are allergic to it. That if they take paracetamol, either the tablet or IV, they will react negatively to it. In fact, it could even cause anaphylaxis for some people. So for the fact that this was Mohbad's effect, obviously that was the effect of the concussion that the nurse has given. So the fact that this guy is coming for Wumi, I don't know. But let's keep listening, guys. Let's keep listening.
He could not talk. He was using his hand to point.
And yes, medications have counter-indications. They have counter-effects. You might think that, oh, paracetamol should be fine. But then if you use paracetamol with another medication, it will not work well. That's why people's bodies react differently. That's why you need to know whatever it is you are allergic to. It might just be a sensitivity. Some people are sensitive to paracetamol. Some people are allergic to paracetamol. So being sensitive to a medication is different from being allergic to a medication. I just want to put that out there.
It's because he could not talk. Meanwhile, Mohbad's wife is saying that Mohbad was saying his heart is hurting.
The preacher, possibly he was suffering. So that was why I would say that what are the contraindications of paracetamol, tetanus injection, and antibiotics? What are the counter effects if you use all three together? Could that have obviously, ignited Mohbad's reaction? And obviously with him saying his heart was hurting him, so his heart must have been beating really fast, like pumping really fast. So it's crazy, man.
They now called Adura. Mohbad now told Adura to go and bring water and pour on him. Mohbad kept on saying his heart is hurting him. Mohbad now said he wanted AC. Mohbad now said he needed fan, that his heart is hurting him. Which one be the truth? I'm not 12 now, 9 believe.
But before, you guys heard when Adura said he was downstairs. So all of the things that Wunmi said, Mohbad said, Adura was not there. So why is he now trying to twist the word as if Adura was there when Wunmi was explaining those things she explained? So you guys you heard from that interview, Adura said he was downstairs when he heard noise. So I would have imagined that whatever it is that Mohbad said was said to Wunmi while Adura was not there. So I would imagine that it was when Adura went upstairs that Mohbad was not really communicating as he was prior to Adura coming upstairs. But now our very dark Mumu, our laughing cow with a nose ring, is making it look as if, but Wunmi was saying that Mohbad was talking and Adura was saying that Mohbad wasn't talking. So what is it driving at here?
Final moment of this boy. Which one is the truth? Did he speak or did he not speak?
Yeah, slow release, yeah.
Because the wife is saying that Mohbad kept on saying, Adura, pour me water. Adura went to bring water and pour him. He told Adura he needs fan immediately. Meanwhile, Adura said Mohbad could not talk. And then it was only the nurse that he met. According to him, he asked the nurse. He didn't highlight that Mohbad's wife was...
Well, at this point, the nurse had to come forward. So Verydarkman is telling us now that all of those things that Wunmi was saying that Mohbad asked for, that Adura said Mohbad did not say anything. The nurse was the third person in the room. Let the nurse come out. Let the nurse come out and tell us that, oh, okay, by the way, Mohbad was not talking. Even at that, it did not change anything because at the end of the day, Mohbad was reacting to whatever medication he was given. Whether he was talking or he was not talking, it was necessary. It was definitely reacting to something and he was trying to ask for help. Either way you want to put it, whether he was talking or he was not talking, whether he was pointing or he was not pointing, that was how he was able to ask for help then. So
was there. Mohbad's wife said, but Mohbad's wife is claiming that she was there, and I don't even know what the police do for this case, to be very honest. I don't even know what police did. I swear to God, I don't know what the police do. But again, they say the particular policeman don't buy. Who know what happened to them? I mean, they say don't buy.
There's a record.
So I don't know what the police say they investigate for this matter. Because if the two people were there with this boy at the final moment, their story they contradict, then there's a truth somewhere. Now, that fall where they don't say it fall, I did think now.
He peed. On our way coming from the restroom, he just fell down.
You know what I think outside of the box? Because of this grill. When did they interview Mama Mohbad? Zoom in for that interview where she do for TVC. That time Mohbad by. Why this grill for the staircase break? Could it be that fall? Because when Mohbad talk about the fall,
that was another narration that Yomi Fabi, if you remember that guy, the Nigerian Nollywood artist, that was some of the things he came up with. That when Mohbad fell, they should come and explain what did Wunmi do, what was that for. So that one was pretty much pointing at Wunmi, that Wunmi should come and explain the fall. So let's hear what he's going to say, because I really didn't follow that. I was really not following that guy, but let's listen to what he had to say.
Did you know, could it be that the fall they bigger than waiting them that they explain? And again, that blood for duvet. When they say,
look at the size of the blood on the duvet, the way they explained, they made it look as if it was a massive pool. Can you guys see what he's showing us there? So apparently that's him showing us what the BLOOD on the duvet was. Meanwhile, Mohbad's sister to Mohbad's mother made it sound like it was a massive pool of blood. Remember, they said Mohbad had an injury in his arm. That injury could have bled, especially if it was not covered. You know.
They see where Baba Mohbad say he see. Where Mama Mohbad's sister also talks say she see blood for Mohbad clothes. Now, if you go further in the interview with Mohbad brother, he said that Mohbad was initially inside Wunmi room. They can't carry Mohbad from Wunmi room. They don't give her treatment. They can't go Mohbad room. Now, Mohbad auntie says she see blood for singlet from Mohbad room. Then later again, Adura contact say, after everything, they can't return her back to my wife's room. But again, if the last 2 people when no what's up. Because every other person who don't interview, at some point they left the house.
Even though it kept going on to, it kept going back to Wunmi and Adura, the fact still remains that these people, I mean, looking at the ways they're explaining, and with the nurse being there, these people did not contribute to the death of Mohbad. To the best of my understanding, from what he's saying, because the symptoms that Mohbad described, the nurse was still there. So, what are you insinuating now? That Adura and Wunmi knew what killed Mohbad when the nurse was the one who injected him? I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. At the end of the day, it still did not point that, was there, like I said, was there any other injury on Mohbad's body apart from the one on his arm, where we could have just said, oh, okay, was that other injury? Yes, there's no autopsy to rely on now, because yes, the autopsy that the police gave us, there's a lot of drama around that. Like I said, only if there's another injury somewhere on his body that we have not been told, that he himself has seen. And if he has seen it, let him get to Z already, because it's too annoying that it's going from A to B and then going back to A.
Do you understand? So it is between the nurse, her, and this guy. But of course, with the way this thing they go, now only the nurse, now it will be family.
Exactly.
Could it be? But again, why is their story contradicting what the police investigate? Anyways,
I think at this point,
woo! God knows.
Exactly, God knows. At the end of the day, God knows everything. We cannot.
Anyways, peace and love. Don't play. If you play, you're gonna learn. I will learn the hard way. Don't play.
But Mr. Man, before you go, I really want you. I've dropped a comment there. You really need to continue with that WhatsApp group chat, though, because you made it certain to us that what Mohbad allegedly did inside that chat. So you must continue with that chat. You must continue, guys. Please help us go and tell him. Yeah, he's already logged this comment section. People should go and tell him. He must continue with that chat, okay? Anyway, I'm going to read your comment and I'm going to round up. So this person said, preacher said, well, I know it's generally safe to administer a tetanus, paracetamol, and antibiotic injections together without any interactions. Again, that's what I'm saying. Do we know what he's allergic to? Because I was looking after a patient on Friday there, and obviously from the medical record, from the records, the patient said she was allergic to amoxicillin. So I don't know what happened. The anesthetist went on to give her amoxicillin, but there was no reaction from the patient. It was not when the latest. So normally when we go collect a patient, we have their ICP that has all of their medical record, everything about their medication that they take and stuff. Like we have a record. So those are the things I'm going to check. And when the patient is going to have surgery, it's a 3% check. So the patient, once the patient gets admitted onto the ward, all of the checks are going to be done by the nurse who admitted the patient. And then me, coming from theater, I will also do a 2nd check, which means I'm checking the name to be sure is it. So you do your 5 hours, your 5P, check there's the right patient, check that the medication lists are there, check that they don't have any allergies, check their past medical history, check and double check with them. And then when I now take the patient down to pre-op, then the theater team will now come out and they will do the 3rd check. So the 3rd check is that no, we're going through what the first person has done, what I have done and signed, and then the 3rd person will now check this, and then the patient will now be cleared to go into theater. So there's another bigger note which is held on cloud. So for me, I don't have full access to it. So in that online record, stuff like X-ray, blood, ECGs, all of these things are online there. It is only maybe they needed further checks, and the anesthetist will go on and check all of those things. So the anesthetist has carried on based on the information on the patient's ICP record, the paper version. So it was not until after he was looking through, maybe while the patient was still under during the surgery, it was then that he went onto the bigger portal to go and check further information about the patient and realize that, oh shit, this patient is allergic to amoxicillin. But then he administered it. But then he was ready with whatever it is he needs to give the patient to make sure that there was no, there was no emergency in regards to reactions. But luckily, the patient did not come out with any effects. So maybe there was a slight sensitivity. And yes, when we were speaking to the patient was like, what, that allergy sensitivity, she was only told about it years ago. Maybe she's grown out of the sensitivity. It's just like somebody who suffered asthma as a child. There's been record, my child suffered asthma as a child, but she's grown out of it. She does not even use an inhaler. But as a child, between the ages of 3 and 8, she was on salbutamol and another brown inhaler. So there's a blue one she uses all the time, The brown one is where the one she uses to, like, before it goes to where she's going to be needing steroids. So those are the 2 inhalers she was using. She's now 20 years old. She's never had to use any inhaler, so she's outgrown it. So for her, she was given the antibiotics, but there was no reaction. So we do not know if I think this is a lesson for each and every one of you watching me. There's a way you can do allergy tests. Go to any lab in Nigeria, tell them you want to run allergy test. There are some things they put on your skin, as sample to check if you're allergic to any group of medications. So that's something I want you to take away from this video. If there's anything else even if there's nothing else you want to take away, take that away. Go find out what you're allergic to. Just like how you're going to check for your blood group and your whatever. Go do it, okay? So we don't know if it was allergic to some certain antibiotics. We don't know. Dennis, please, when you are writing your statement, make it make sense, okay? I've just slightly read your comment there, Dennis, or whatever you call yourself. Try and make your statement readable, because the comment where you drop, it does not make sense to me, so I'm skipping you. This another said, Kai, VDM is trying hard to pin the fault on Wunmi. Exactly. It started with police did not investigate. It started with police did not interview Wunmi, but then people have shown proof that yes, the police actually interviewed her. And yes, the police who investigated the case, yes, it's no more, but there will be record. The record of his investigation is going to be at the police precinct that he works. So if there's anything you are not sure, all you need to just do is to write a petition for the case to be opened again. So all of this social media caricature, making money off a dead man, it just needs to stop. It needs to stop. It just needs to stop. Said, that was actually what was happening, but Verydarkman is saying that, oh, Wunmi said, I need AC, I need that. Meanwhile, Adra is saying it was pointing. At least it was making some sort of gestures. So I don't know. Dennis, go and ask your mother and your father how much they were paid for you to be unfortunate. I'm not going to block you, okay? I want you to keep your unfortunate life while you are watching this live stream. You are one of the rats, okay? Don't worry, keep dropping your droplets and I will delete it at some point. I should ask you, how much were you paid to become unfortunate in your life so far that a child is supposed to be born, they tell you how to think. You are very stupid. Go and ask your mother and your father that question you're asking me. All of you that are waiting under his comment section to give you guys giveaway. Instead of you to go and work, you'll be staying under his comment section so that he can give you 1 million naira giveaway. Ole, Dennis, you ole. Dennis, thief. Dennis, yalapa full rubber. Your mate are there looking for a job because of your rubber hand. You cannot work. You are looking for a giveaway. Get the F up. I'm not going to block you. I want you to keep watching. Cholo Yahweh, Okurini. No, Roland, let me give it to her. Let me give it to her. Madam Olier than thou. Are you all right? Like I said, go and ask your mother and your father how much they gave them to be unfortunate, to have given birth to an unfortunate child like you. The preacher said the arm injury bled. Yes, there's no doubt about that. Yes, but not a pool of... The way they went on about it, they make it look like it was a massive pool of blood. And I was like, come, if an artery was... If he actually severed his artery, he would have died if there was no emergency first aid at that moment. You cannot sever your artery and you don't get instant medical help. You will bleed out and you will die. So for the fact that Mohbad was still alive till when he was alive, it was obviously not an arterial wound. He could have had a cut somewhere, but still, if that wound with no pressure on it, with no dressing whatsoever, it will still be bleeding. And yes, there's been assertions, there's been allegations, there's been talks that maybe he had something in his system. And his wife at some point said that when artists go for shows, they allegedly use something. What if we don't know what was in his system and then the nurse gave him the concoction of the medication she gave? There could have been contraindications with whatever was in Mohbad's body to the medication the nurse gave. So like I said, the rat king, the laughing cow with a nose ring, if you and your rat are not happy with the way the case was filed, go back to the court and ask for that case to be reopened. Simple. Simple. And yes, if your rats are going to come for me, they better be prepared, because me, I will teach you guys. I will teach you guys. And no matter what Verydarkman is doing right now, it's not going to bring Mohbad back. It's gone. Because it contributed to how this case was messed up. And now he's trying to raise the profile of a known bully. A known bully that was known from the UK. That's why I said that when our Nigerian people, when some of them do bad in diaspora, let us name and shame them so that when they come to Nigeria, because Nigeria is open to all thieves. Nigeria is open to all armed robbers. Nigeria is open to all fraudsters. They will commit abroad because they've not been named and shamed. They will now come back to Nigeria, and you will be surprised to see them that they are the ones in politics. You will be surprised that they are the ones who is ruling us. So look at the case of Naira Marley now. It was a known bully in the UK. The UK police, like I said, go and Google Naira Marley. It will tell you what the UK government have on him. Go to Peckham. If you know people in London, ask them, do you know Naira Marley? They will give you details. You don't even need to go to the police station. And this is the same person, this laughing cow with a fucking nose ring, is trying to bring back out here. He committed, he's a known gangster. He's known for alleged crime offenses, and he's back in Nigeria. Recently, they were showing videos of his daughter. Whatever, I didn't even listen to it. He was showing it. People were like, they are trying all tactics. So they can realize that very, very, very dark manipulator, laughing cow with a nose ring. They've noticed that whatever they paid him for is failing woefully at it. Now they are putting his children out there. They posted a video of his daughter dressed in with a head scarf. I watched that video on mute. So he's trying all he could so that Nigerians can, like I said in my video, if you release a song tomorrow, those who ever want to listen to it will listen to it. And those who don't want to, like for me, I've never, ever gone to go search for his name that I want to listen to his song. I can't even, if you play a song now that belongs to him, I can't tell you if he's the one that sang it or not. Because I don't know any of his freaking songs and I don't even want to know. Maybe I might listen to some that maybe he featured in, but then I wouldn't even know if he featured if it's not being mentioned to me. But the real truth, with all these things I've been saying from the beginning, is this: you cannot love Mohbad more than his family. Do you see how his father make a caricature of everything? He was practically pitching tent with almost everybody who made a fortune out of Mohbad's death. Yes, he was pitching tent with almost everybody who made a fortune out of Mohbad's death. And where has that led him? And I said also, the way he threw Wunmi under the bus as a father, as an elder Yoruba man, if you have an issue with your daughter-in-law, why wait till your son dies before you start picking up that issue you have with her? And this does not come as a surprise to me. It's known for Yoruba people to be like that. If a man dies, the wife is in trouble. Even if there's even if a man dies in an accident, Yoruba parents will tell you saying that the wife sick by him. So I am not surprised. I am not surprised at the way he came for his daughter-in-law. I am not surprised. When he was meant to be in, when he was meant to be in solidarity with his son's wife to get to the bottom of what happened. And again, am I surprised? When there were videos of Mohbad being assaulted everywhere, he came out, Naira Marley Naira Marley just wanted to teach him a lesson. Teach your son a lesson. When you should go to his house with police and say, if you ever put your hand on my son again, you went there say, yeah, Naira Marley but Naira Marley just wanted to teach Mohbad sense. Yes, Naira Marley has taught your son sense, and where is he today? You came out to put your daughter-in-law under the bus. Also came out when that laughing cow with the nose ring was pushing the narrative of DNA. Like Baba, did Mohbad tell you Did Mohbad ever tell to you that he had concerns about the paternity of his son? Even if that was the case, why wait till what happened to Mohbad happened? And even if that was the case, why put it out there? Should that not be a family issue you will sort with your family? As an old Agbalagba as you are, as a pastor that you are, was that how the Bible taught you to handle issues? Was that how the Bible taught you to handle the issue? Because if, God forbid, if that was me, if I was Wunmi, I would sever all ties with that man. I would change my son's name. I would make sure he never has anything to do with Mohbad's family ever again. I will drop the link, Abby. I will make sure that son never has anything to do whatsoever with any of Mohbad's family. Again, the link is in the comment section, Abby. So those of you who are the rattles rats, who are you? Don't worry, I will put a tapia on the floor for you guys. You will eat it and you go and gum. You go and hug Transformer. So whoever is watching, either you are from the rat generation or wherever you're coming from, if any of you are not happy with the investigation the police have done so far, go write a petition. Ask them to reopen the case. So it started from, you can imagine, I don't know what this case of justice for Mohbad versus justice for Naira Marley is, that it came out here to put a shade on Iyabo Ojo's daughter on the day she was sharing a happy news. Iyabo Ojo told Sam Clef that Naira Marley did a first, like, what the fucking, like, I'm gonna round this up now. Let me go check. I don't know. Maybe I'll put that one back. What time is this one? Let me put it back. Let me put it back. Thanks, Abby, for reminding me. I've put it back, Abby. Olatunji, go and tell your mother and your father, they are mad. Omuale. What you call me? Shudanu. Olatunji, ó yẹ kí ìyá ẹ fi ẹ́ ṣe nǹkan oṣù dànù ni o. Ó yẹ kó fi ẹ́ ṣe born through way ni. Ó yẹ kó fi ẹ́ ṣe born through way ni. Your mother and your father, they are mad. So it came out here. Fine, education is not a scam. You don't go school. What has this justice for Mohbad versus justice for Naira Marley got to do with Priscilla, that she announced her pregnancy? And it was that same day you came. In the comments, in fact, Sam Clef told you that allegedly that Naira Marley did a forceful entry on Priscilla with no respect whatsoever for the girl on the day she was sharing the news of her being pregnant. Like, make it make sense. Anyway, I'm done with, like I said, all of you rattles, come. Let them come and insult. I am here for them. Because if you respect your mother and your father that much, you will not come and tell me to shut up. Right, the link's in the comment section. I'll take a couple of calls and I'll round up, guys. Like, I need to be here. The link's in the comment section. I'm going to read your comments, and if there's nobody coming in, and I'll round up. You want to come here and come and insult me? Show ya with it. If what I'm saying you don't agree with it, go and freaking open a YouTube channel and do the same. And do the same. Same way he started with that GTB Bank stuff. GTB Bank is collecting money from my mother's account, not knowing that your mother took a loan. Has he come out to apologize to GTB Bank? He's not come out to apologize. And I don't even know why GTB Bank is not even getting him arrested anyway for defaming their bank. He came out here. My mother, they are collecting my mother's money. They are did this, that. Only for him to find out that, yes, his mom actually took out a loan. Has he come out to apologize to GP Bank? He's not. And you guys think that's a normal thing to do? You think that's a normal thing to do? You accuse people wrongly. You realize your mistake. What do? You apologize. He's here to do that. And then he's jumped onto another thing. Nigeria, we deserve the government we have. We absolutely deserve the government we have. I'm going to read your comment, guys, and I'm going to round up. The preacher said VDM is getting his odd from people now. He's just started. He now knows people have the whole group chat and nothing implicating is there like he made us believe. So he's dropped off that topic. And exactly, like I said, when I was starting this show, that somebody said she has gone through the entire chat. Nothing. And yes, he was not being transparent because he reads a certain part of the chat that goes with his narrative and ignores the other that he feels like, oh, if I speak about this one, it will not work. Hence why he knows that nobody will come out and share any WhatsApp group. If there's anything incriminating in that chat, it should be taken into the police. And if he thinks that the police are not going to do anything, let him upload it on his page. Let us read with our eyes. Don't be giving us selective reading from the chats. They mocked Iyabo Ojo for locking our comment section just some days ago. Now, he's always locked his comment section. when he's talking about controversial stuff, and then you come out and say people's opinion doesn't matter. Just like your, in fact, I don't even understand how some Nigerians are even following him. Someone will come out here and tell you that your opinion does not matter. That's why he has logged the comment section. And you people are ready. You are happy with somebody who's willing to drop something but does not want to listen to people's opinion. Like, how do you have a balanced conversation? If he says that your opinion does not matter to him, that it's only what he says that matters. Now, why you go school? Because I don't even think say you go pass any school if he goes to school anyway. I'm reading your comment, guys, and I'm rounding up soon. Exactly. Simply not in VDM or any other person's place. Not in his place at all. VDM is announcing, but it's just started, though. It's just started. Yeah, you come here to insult me, I give you back. Because that's how Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze is a pastor, Abi. Me, I know be pastor. Daddy Freeze is a pastor. He still send all of you. People who comes to his channel to go and tell him nonsense, he still gives you correct ekwe. You know how those Ibadan people used to swear for people? That's the kind of curses that that the Freeze will give them. I was at a Man of Prestige show one day, and was it yesterday? Man of Prestige was like, Man of Prestige played one of Man of Prestige played one of Daddy Freeze's session where he was cursing, and I think Man of Prestige said that was when he was being blocked by Daddy Freeze. I can't laugh, honestly. The preacher said, yes, it wasn't an artery wound exactly. Else it wouldn't have survived at all. It wouldn't have survived because what do you think that people who want to unalive themselves, SUI, that's where they go for, because it's the quickest way for them to bleed out and die. It will not even survive. Exactly. He probably took some drugs that reacted to the medical treatment the poor nurse gave. Poor guy. Exactly. You know what? There's no point going back and forth. Anyway, guys, I'm hanging the mic. Yeah, I've said what I have to say. Like I said, if you're a rat, and you want to come out here and tell me nonsense, you better be ready to use your head to carry ekpe. Yes, you better be ready to carry your tapia to your fellow rats so that all of you can eat and I can flush you down the drain. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna go. All of these things, like I said, you cannot love Mohbad's family, or you cannot love Mohbad more than his family. And if any of you who believe that the police has done a shitty job, that you still believe that the case was not properly investigated, there's no point. I've already moved that live stream, guys. There's no point coming out here, calling people out for the wrong reason, taking food off people's table. There's no need for that. Go back to the police, tell them you are not happy. And I want, tell them you're not happy with the way they've investigated the case and ask them to reopen the case again. If you're not going to do that and you want to come and start making money off a dead boy's name, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's all I've got to say. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you later. I think the next lesson is at 4 o'clock. I'll see you guys later and we'll talk about that. With that being said, see you in about 2 hours. Guys, I've already moved that, the preacher, the notification we received, I think I've moved it to 4 o'clock if I'm not mistaken, but I'll check and then I'll move it again. I need to be somewhere soon. So I'll see you guys later, all right? See you guys later. Bye.